Hello, welcome back to another episode of Leointerviews. Today we have Bree Dellerson with us.
Hi, Leo. Thanks for having me. Nice to be here.
Hi, of course. Let's go ahead and get into it. Tell me about you.
Oh, boy, that's a big question. Well, I'm in sunny Florida. If you can't tell, I was just outside taking in the sunshine. I like to go out there in between sessions to recharge. I'm a licensed acupuncturist, sound healer, and clairvoyant, and I've been doing this work in the world for over 25 years. And I've got,
Ah,
and I've got three dogs, and I
ah,
foster dogs, and I love animals.
yeah, I also love dogs since we have a dog of our own. As we like to call him, he's our nasty rat just because of how disgusting and nasty he can be and his weird habits where he likes to just chomp on his like right foot. You can't really explain it, but that's how he is.
Oh, I'm sorry
Yeah.
that he's going through all that. That sounds uncomfortable.
No, it's not uncomfortable. It's a normal Tuesday for him. He doesn't mind it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Mine were just outside rolling in the grass. I don't know what they were rolling in, but I'm glad that they didn't smell before they came into the house.
uh, what's your biggest challenge and how did you overcome it?
My biggest challenge, I think my biggest challenges are challenges that I create for myself. I feel like I believe that we create our own challenges, whether we're aware of them or not. And it's not for me, it's not about overcoming, it's about integrating them. It's not something to deny or repress or cut off from. It's about embracing all of those parts of myself that are having those experiences and meeting them with love and compassion.
Exactly. So, before this interview, we did a little bit of research about you,
Yes.
and we have a list of questions just for you.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right.
I think I'm
If
ready.
you, okay, if you had to explain opening the heart to an 11-year-old, what does it mean and what changes for someone when their heart is more open?
Well, is opening the heart is a to an 11-year-old, I think explaining it to an 11-year-old would be the same to explain it to anybody. It's a feeling that we have where we feel that we can be ourselves. We feel confident in who we are. We know that when life brings us challenges, we have the support that we need to meet that and that we can take care of ourselves in that. That we know that we are powerful creators and that what we put out, we get back. So we can change who we are and what we believe and how we vibrate because we are vibrational beings and to create different experiences. And that we radiate the power of love. And that when we are this person and when we get to be ourselves and are comfortable in our own skin, then other people feel comfortable being themselves in our presence.
Mhm. Exactly. I say this to everyone watching my videos. I say this all the time, but it's true. Guys, just be yourself. Sure, you can have people to look up to, but don't be. You should always just be yourself, guys. Like,
Yeah.
because if you believe, or no, well, if you try to, I guess, be someone, it's not gonna work really. So, always be yourself, guys.
I mean, do you find this, Leo? Because I haven't, let me know how this is for you, but is there a lot of pressure for you to fit in and belong and pressure from maybe family or your classmates or your community? Do you feel like a lot of that pressure?
So,
Oh, that's great.
yeah.
Because I
The
know a
the
lot,
only pressure is from my dog. That's really it.
yeah. A lot of the people that I work with feel like they don't belong, that they never felt like they belonged and they didn't fit in. So we try to like accommodate and change ourselves so we can fit in, so we feel comfortable in that and maybe find places where we can connect with other people.
Yeah. I feel like there's so many people out there who just like don't try to be them because there's only one of you. You know, all of us are unique. There's only one Leo Rivera. There's only one, I guess type of human, right? Or well, Yeah, well, everyone is special. And I feel like we don't really use that to our advantage. We try to be someone else. We try to fit in, act cool. Like, oh, they're wearing this, like I wear this, and listen to this music because they're listening to that, and we all try to fit in. But that's kind of actually very unhealthy.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. Like we are unique and that we're here to bring something special into the world, that we each have like a purpose and a mission. And that involves us being ourselves. And the more that we can be comfortable in that, the more, doors open up for us, the more we meet the right kinds of people, attract the situations that are meant, for our growth, and that we can be of service to others also.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly. Very well said.
Thanks.
So, when I was researching, I noticed that you had a technique where you put your tongue behind the teeth and breathe into your belly. And if you had everyone do that, and if everyone did do that, this is I love learning science. Why does it help people feel calmer or more connected?
Yeah. Did you try it when you were researching? Did you try that for yourself?
I have actually not tried that. Maybe I should try that.
Yeah, so let's do it together. Okay, so first, before you even do that, just kind of get a sense of how your body feels now, right? Any sensation, or maybe your attention goes into a certain place, right? So you have this energy that moves through you, and I'm an acupuncturist, so we call this energy chi. It's life force, right? It's flowing through you. So just get a sense of how your energy is moving through your body now. Okay. So you want to know how that feels, so when we do the next thing, you can see what changes. Now you're going to take the tip of your tongue, place it behind the upper teeth where it meets the hard palate, and in qigong we call this closing the microcosmic orbit. Like there's a circuit that gets closed between this point and this point on two different channels. And when we place our tongue there, we close that circuit. So this loop goes through the body, through the midline, from the back to the front. Okay. So when you do that now, your energy, your life force, your chi starts to reorganize and recalibrate in your body. So just notice how that feels for you.
Wow,
What do you notice?
I feel a bit calmer.
Yeah, right? So there's, when we're talking, obviously it's opening and closing. But what happens is this life force begins to recalibrate and move within rather than kind of being dispersed and stuff. So it brings your focus inward, it brings your attention inward because you're focusing on how it feels. And over time, you get calmer, and then we go into a breath, which is the way that I offer the breath, is to connect to, there's three major energy centers in the body that we call the three heavens: the upper heaven, the middle heaven in the heart, and the lower heaven in the lower belly. The breath that I do, we focus on the middle and lower heaven, getting that connection between the heart and the kidney energy. And when we have that connection, it's like putting a key in your car and you turn on the engine, and then you can travel. So a lot of us are disconnected, right? We live in our heads. So this gets us grounded and connected in the body, but we have to close the circuit to do that.
Wow. That's very interesting. I probably know that there's some nerds who understand all of this and they're like, ah, yes, finally, we are now speaking my language and I guess college level science. I don't know. I only know math, tiny bit of science, and history. That's kind of it.
Yeah, you don't even need to know the science behind it because it's how it feels in your body.
Yeah.
And so that's for me is the most important. Like, how are you feeling in your body? How is your nervous system feel? How is your breath breathing? That's going to give you the most information about yourself. The science is head stuff and it's interesting, but it's not the experience itself.
Yeah, true. But there's probably like some like absolute like science wizards out there who are like, ah, finally, this kid has been speaking English. Now he's speaking science. We can finally actually hear once.
Yeah.
That's probably.
Yeah.
If any of you guys watching are that person, like the video. and also subscribe. We're currently trying to reach 200 subscribers. So like the video, guys.
Yep, like the video, everyone.
Another thing I noticed while researching you was that apparently there's this thing that you do with flowers, if I'm correct.
Yes, so I started bringing flower essences back into my personal life and into my professional life. Are you familiar with flower essences?
I don't think so.
Yeah, they're different from essential oils. You probably know essential oils, right? Where you can
Yes, my mom puts them like every single place that she can.
yeah, and that's amazing medicine as well. Flower essences don't have a smell. They're actually just the vibration of the flower itself that's contained in the tincture. It's preserved in alcohol and water. And so all of the flowers and all of nature is intelligent. And so by taking the flower essences, we harmonize the vibration of our body, bringing it from dis-ease and imbalance and dissonance back into harmony and ease and lightness. And so it changes how we feel, and it clears the distortions in the emotional body. So without having to do a lot of the inner work except pay attention to how we're feeling and noticing what's changing. And so it came back into my life. You might like this because it involves my dog, my young dog who I fostered and then adopted.
I also saw a dog in your background right
Oh yeah,
there.
they're all here sleeping. They work with me. And he was having some challenges with fear. So he would get reactive when we would see other dogs. And we had a couple of interactions that were not really positive with the other dogs in our house. So I reached out to an animal communicator to see what he had to say. And she suggested using a flower essence to help his fear. I was like, great. I had forgotten about using them. I had used them most of my life, but had forgotten. So I went and got the flower essence for fear. There's a few different ones, but I got the one she recommended. And I started giving it to him, and right away I noticed a difference. And I was like, wow. Because animals will tell you right away if something's working because they don't have their brain to get in the way like us, like our thoughts get in the way. And so after that, it just kind of was the catalyst for me to really dive back into that. And I started bringing it into my sessions and working with it deeply. And so now, yeah, and I even created a program for people to experience them in depth to open the heart.
Oh, wow. So for maybe like certain fears or like certain people, how can you tell? So I'm assuming that you use different flowers.
Mm-hmm.
How do you tell who needs a different type of flower?
That's a great question. I mean, there's lots of books that you could look up, because there are different types of fears that you know about, fears that you don't know about, and those require different flower essences. For me, I rely on you can't see, but most of the flower essences are on the wall right here next to me. I will hear them and they will kind of like talk to me. And then I'll look and I'll be like, okay, which one? Sometimes I have to search because they're like lined up in front of each other. And then I grab
I see
that
them
one.
like right here.
Yeah, they're all
right
sitting
there.
here. And then what I'll
So,
do is then after I get that information, then I go to look it up and it always is exactly what we need. And so I use the combination of knowledge and intuition to support my intuition. I want to make sure, I want to be validated in what I'm, intuiting. And so that's how I use it. And I just pay attention to the information in the field of the people that I'm working with. So we're paying attention intuitively all the time, but we're not aware of it. I'm aware of it for myself.
yeah. I didn't know it worked with dogs. We might have to do that with my dog because he so so basically, right, one day he's always used to stairs, but one day he took like one wrong move. He still landed fine, didn't even fall. But then it was like he just moved one paw wrong. He didn't fall, he didn't tumble, he didn't stumble, he did not trip, not nothing. And he just got scared, so then he just stood there like this. looking at the ground. So I have to use that for him because sometimes he won't come downstairs. I'm like, Cash. Yeah, that's my dog's name. It's okay. It's a single step. Look, all those other falls, they were like 4 steps. This is just 1 step. 1 step is not gonna hurt you. Okay, here's the floor, here's the ground, the 1 step's right here. It's not gonna kill you. But
Is
we
this the
might need
same
that.
dog that bites his foot? Is this the same one that bites his
Yes.
foot?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he
He
probably sounds like he has a lot of anxiety
Our doctor
too.
told us, or well, not doctor, our vet told us that the reason why he bites his foot, or should I say, actually kind of like just eats his foot, maybe uses it like as a beef jerky steak. I don't know. Our vet told us that like it's due to allergies. He doesn't have allergies. Maybe he's just hungry. I don't know. We do give him food, but maybe just chomps on his foot in the meantime.
Yeah. Well, that would be something I would be curious about. But yeah, I mean, like, so the two that I use a lot for fear, like the fear that you don't know about, I would use Aspen. And the fear that you do know about would be Mimulus. So because you know that he's scared of steps, I would probably use Mimulus. But you know, the company that I get my flower essences from, they make a formula. They have a couple for animals for fear.
Oh,
Yeah, it's called the Animal Relief Formula. And so that's always really helpful.
oh, perfect.
So
I
I would look into that.
uh, I don't think he's scared of stairs. He's just scared of falling on the stairs again.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever, but the stair brings up that fear for him, the fear of falling. So he knows that. So that's why you might want to try Mimulus with him. Yeah.
Now that I think about it, I think he actually isn't scared because now he just does like 1 step at a time. So maybe he's like naturally getting over
Good.
it.
Yeah. You got to keep encouraging him that he feels safe, and you know,
Yeah,
it takes time when they experience that kind of trauma, just like with people.
yeah. Speaking of like trauma and fear, I I don't I don't even know how it's possible, but we are human, so can I really blame us? I don't think so. Apparently, the number one fear is public speaking. It's more fear than death.
Really?
Yes. I don't even know how I would be more scared of dying than going on stage and giving a talk.
Wow.
Like,
I had no
yeah.
idea. I thought you were going to say something like spiders or, you
Oh
know,
no, I'm scared.
reptiles.
I am. If you put a toy spider, I'm gonna like put gasoline everywhere, a ticking time bomb, and throw a little flare, and spider's gone.
Yeah, so they don't
That
frighten you.
that's my way of handling spiders, but sadly that mom doesn't allow that, so I can't really blow up the whole house, but
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes
yeah.
sense. Yeah.
Or really I just like I kind of just like get my Nerf gun ready to fire in case it comes any closer. I'm like, you take 1 second, you take one little step, you're getting the gun, Nerf gun. But yeah, that's usually
Okay, I
how.
know who to call now when I have a spider. Do you do that with cockroaches too? Because I can't stand those.
Mm, I I cannot stand any insect, bug, spider, scorpion, the crawly things, the things that crawl other than my dog.
I'm with you. Spiders, I don't mind. Some of them I don't mind. We have like really nice ones here, you know, but the
Oh,
cockroaches, forget it. Even my dog can't stand them. So,
yeah.
ugh.
In
Okay.
fact, my dog once tried one time. So he tried to almost swallow and eat a lot. I mean, a bee. And
Oh,
then one time he actually ate like a tiny fly the size of like this, and he was like, "Ooh, delicious protein."
right.
Yeah, I'm like, "You sure that's delicious? I mean, maybe it has high protein, but I don't know if it's that tasty." Yeah,
Yeah. Yuck.
yeah. I do not want to eat bugs, but bugs are actually a bit nasty.
I'm with you. I'm with
Yeah.
you. So fears. What else?
Well, one of the questions that comes along here is I'm just going to read it out loud. because I don't really understand the question too much. My dad prepared these. It's okay. In this session, I don't know if it means podcast or something. I'm not too sure. I'm just reading this off the list that we have here. In this session, you used olive and willow. That were those two for. And what's one sign someone can look for that it's working? So I guess like out of like all the flower essence,
Why did
how
I?
can someone tell that's working?
Yeah, I mean, I think that goes for anything, right? So I use a lot of tools in my session. That session your dad's talking about was focused on flower essences because I have a program where I was inviting people to join me in the flower essence journey. But I also always use sound and breath and other vibrational tools that help harmonize, it's like, when your guitar is out of tune, that's how
Yeah,
you
and you
sound
gotta
can,
tune it.
right? You got to tune it. That's what we're doing to ourselves with these kinds of natural remedies. The sound will do it the same way. And so it's the same thing. How do we know something shifted? The same way you notice the difference when you put your tongue behind your teeth. You felt calmer, right? You just feel the things that people tell me, and for myself, like I actually received a session today before I got on the call with you, Leo, from a friend of mine, and we were working on stuff, and it just felt like the noise was gone and it was quiet and things felt clear. And I feel a lot of energy moving in my body when things are changing. So it's different for everybody, but people usually say they feel lighter, clearer, calmer, their breaths change, they feel more relaxed. So again, it goes back to what we were talking about, how the body is going to give you the information. And then over time, you might start to notice, wow, I'm not thinking about these things anymore, or I'm not doing this habit anymore. Like I'm not, reacting anymore. Or, you start to see it more in the outer world. Your thoughts change, your actions change. So those two, olive and willow that came in that particular session were required because the information in the field, the energy that we were creating, was in the space together, was asking for that. So I use what comes up in the moment. And then people cried. I mean, people cried during that session. They felt more, for that particular one, people cried. That's another way people release that energy, that emotion that's been held back. It has to come out somehow. And so a lot of times that trapped emotion will come out through tears. Does
So
that make
oh,
sense now? Does the question make more sense now that you have the
yes.
answer? Okay.
So I'm actually curious just because, we've talked about some of the different flower essence. What does the olive and willow do?
Specifically, I'd have to look it up, but I know olive specifically has to do with like physical exhaustion.
Ah, so
Yeah.
like if you're tired of carrying like your dog because he literally ate too much dinner and now he's a fat lump of weight
Oh,
that sleeps, eats, poops, pees, walks, barks, and drinks water.
yeah. This is for people who feel complete exhaustion or physical collapse due to extreme demand on their forces. So, or they can't rest.
Mm,
So they're just always tired and it's like they're burning the candle at both ends. Do you know that expression, burning the candle at both ends?
I think so.
Yeah. And so this helps them just feel like they can be restful and like you sleep, but you never feel rested or you don't sleep deeply. And so you're just, but you still have to go through the day to day. There's this level of exhaustion, and then that can lead to accidents, illnesses, all sorts of things. And when things go out of control for a long time, it takes a toll on our health and our relationships and even our finances and all of that. So this is to help rejuvenate your life force and cultivate the conditions for rest and renewal. And willow, I have to look them up because I go more from like how it feels when I interact with them rather than just the information, but the information is also really interesting. So this one helps you with self-forgiveness, people who've been carrying resentment or they're holding on to a grudge and they can't let it go, or they blame other people, or they're always the victim. We know people like that, right? And we might even be that person. This helps us take responsibility for our life and accept and forgive ourselves so that we can change things.
Yeah. Also, that I just want to say that's so cool that you have like a book, a whole collection of what every flower essence does.
Yeah, I think that the information is also important, but my first instinct is to just interact with it and see, like, what's my relationship with it? How does it make me feel? What's it doing? What comes up for me? Where do I need to put my attention? And then when I read the information, I'm like, that's exactly what's going on with me right now. So we might not understand why we're drawn to the things that we're drawn, but we intuitively know, and that's more important. But it's also nice to have the validation and said, oh, look, my intuition is correct. Because it helps fosters and grows your intuition as well.
Yeah.
You feel you're like an intuitive kind of guy, Leo?
I'm not too sure, maybe.
Yeah. So you might want to, maybe this conversation will open yourself up to how you are intuitive and how you just kind of know things or feel things.
Yeah. Well, we have one more question for you.
Sure.
What is your favorite breed of dog?
They're all amazing. My favorites are, I don't have it. My dogs personally have all been mixed breeds. So I don't have a favorite breed. I love the ones I have. And yeah,
Aw.
yeah,
That's actually the correct answer, that you love all your pets.
yeah. I love all
Yeah.
animals. I love all animals. I want all animals to really live the life that they're designed to live too. And yeah, I think all animals should be free.
Fun fact, I literally just heard this. It's National Pet Month.
Is it really?
So, yeah, so any of the viewers watching this, go pet your pet. Wait, go pet your, I think that's correct English. Go pet your pet, I guess. Yeah, just go give them a little nose touch, maybe a little head scratch. Do anything that makes them feel good. Heck, give them some of your beef jerky steak. I don't know, do it. Give them a little snack. Just cherish your pets because it's National Pet Month apparently. So that's cool.
Yeah. And let's cherish them every day, not just.
Yes. Yeah. I want to grab them by the neck and cherish them.
I know. I love that. Do you like snuggling with yours? I love like when we all lay together and
Yeah, I love just like having like sometimes if I'm just laying on the ground, it just like comes on top of me. I'm like, hey, I can't breathe. And he's like, yeah, I'm just taking a nap. I'm like, and then I'm just like, I can't even move. Yeah.
no sense of personal space.
Yeah.
I love.
Well, you can't really blame him. He just wants a nice little napping spot sometimes.
Yep, I agree.
Well, actually, we just had a podcast recently with the Code Girls, if you know about them. They make a project called Code.
I don't. Tell me more.
Okay, so basically they have like little drops. It's just sea salt and water, and then like I'm pretty sure that's just it. And you just they have different formulas, and you just take one drop a day, put it under your tongue, and it's for different reasons. So they have one with sleep, one with I guess fear, anxiety, and all this other stuff. So I can make a great introduction for
Yeah,
you if you wanted to, because
yeah,
I feel like the flower essence with that can like really help.
that I would love that. I love connecting with people that are in similar fields. I work with vibrational health, and everything I do is vibrational medicine. So, yeah, I would love that. Thanks for that
Oh
connection.
yeah, of course. And
Cool.
I literally just put a drop on my tongue or under my tongue when we were doing the podcast and on my arm. I think it was for just like I can't remember what it was, but it was something good. But yeah,
Yeah, you noticed something when you did that?
yes.
Yeah.
I felt very tired and
Oh,
also hungry. That was probably just because I was hungry during that time, but yeah.
well, it's not uncommon for people to feel tired when their vibration is changing. So, you got to kind of go into that restful place so the body can do the work. Same thing with acupuncture. You get very relaxed on the table, and then the energy can recalibrate. and then, you know, you wake up renewed. So that makes sense that you would feel tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Well, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Well, as always, before we wrap up the episode, is there maybe a website where people can find out more about you?
Yeah, absolutely. The website is www.Bree LAC for licensed acupuncturist. Bree Dellerson, LAC. I think my name will be on the podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
your name will be on there. So they can just they probably can copy and paste like the first part of your name and just then put the extra
Yeah,
part.
it's a little long. I'll say the whole thing and then maybe, you know, we can have a place where you put it in like the show notes or something. But it's
Yeah,
www.breedellersonlac.podia.com.
perfect.
Yeah.
Guys, go support Bree. Go website, buy everything out of stock if she sells anything, and just make the website like a number one website ever. Just we love blessing our guests, and we have a like 100 people, maybe 600 viewers who watch this sometimes. So I feel like we can really help your website. So guys, go check out the website right now and go help Bree.
Thanks, Leo. Thanks for the shout out and the support and the blessing. And
Of
I
course.
return the blessing to you that you reach all the people who are here to hear your message and all the amazing people that you're connecting with as well. This is how we do it.
Oh, thank you.
Right? We do this with together.
Yes,
So thanks for inviting me.
of course. Well, as always, I can't just, go promoting them. I feel like there's some trade-off here. So, I mentioned this probably a couple podcasts ago, and for the other ones, we have officially launched. Some of the old viewers here know what I'm talking about. They probably already heard about Leointerviews.com, but they may or may not have heard about our brand new app that is currently out. It's running, it's functional. You guys can check it out, mainly for parents and kids. Everyone, this can be for uncles, dogs, cats, your bird, ants. It's for everyone. It's called Leointerviewsacademy.com. You guys can go check it out. We have a little course and we do video every once in a while, and it's really just teaching your kids how to be more confident and all that. Because most kids today, they're stuffing their face with America's worst food, junk food that has a bunch of chemicals. We can't find anything good at a grocery store, so that kind of stinks. Or B, they're usually on screens. So we can help with B. A, that's more towards the parents. But with B, you can help get your kids to be more confident. Because if they're on the screen, they don't know how to communicate, look them in the eye, shake the hand. So with our course, we help them build confidence, how to, have a firm handshake and not some wet noodle that just flops around. And so starting prices currently 197. However, beware, parents and kids watching this. It may not stay like that. So buy now while the price is currently that price. It may go up to 200. We don't know. So recommend go ahead and buy now before prices rise. That's kind of it. So yeah.
I love that. I love
Oh,
that.
thank you.
I
Well,
love your mission.
oh, thank you. As always, we have the big bad question. You thought that the last one that I asked you was the last question? No, of course not, silly. Because now we move on to the real big bad question. This is the final one that we always have here. It's pretty insane. People emotionally break down to this. Do you think you can handle it?
I don't know. I'm getting a little nervous. Maybe I need to take some flower essences first.
Uh, well, drum roll, please. The question is, all right, I want you to imagine, okay? Imagine that you're the last human on the world and all the water's gone, all the springs, sparkling water, everything else that can, like, every single salt, every single water, everything's gone. except for two products remaining. You have to choose one of them to drink. Now, would you choose Dr. Pepper, Pepsi? You can choose any flavor, I guess, one from Dr. Pepper or Pepsi. If you choose, like, I don't know, Coke Zero, or in case Dr. Zero, I don't know. I'm not big with sodas. If you choose any one of them, it counts as a point for that team.
Really? Do I have to choose one of them? I like honestly would.
Water, oh,
That's really that's no choice. Like there's no good choice there.
yeah, exactly. I probably would have picked just to die instead. That's what someone else said.
And there's
So
no plants. Like I can't go and like drink the dew from the leaves in the morning and get water that
this
way
is
or like
like post-apocalypse, like 5,256, 8,007. This is like year 50,000. Okay, World War 17 already happened. No, my bad. World War 32 already happened. So everything's dead. You're pretty much kind of like on Mars. Only two sodas there. Better choice is A, just have water. B, die. It's kind of
well, I would have the water if that was a choice. I would definitely drink the water. I don't know if I could. I mean, that was the only thing left to drink, and I only had Coke or Dr. Pepper, right? Those are my choice.
sorry, Dr. Pepper and Pepsi.
Dr. Pepper and Pepsi. I think I would probably. I mean, I have more of a memory. I can't even tell you how long ago it is since I actually drank soda. But I'm only saying this because I have more of a memory of what Dr. Pepper tastes like than Pepsi.
Okay,
So
so a point for Dr. Pepper then?
I'll give you a point for Dr. Pepper.
Okay,
Only because I'm forced into making a choice between two terrible choices.
I know. Yeah, I feel like I would have chose just to die instead. I feel like that would have been the better option.
I think I would try to dig a well or find some like hidden source of water and do like down.
Hey,
Do you know
I
about
never
down?
said that there were any abandoned water caves. So,
I would keep searching. And my mom's drinking Dr. Pepper, so I think that's also like influencing my decision.
oh, well, a point for Dr. Pepper it is. It's the
Okay.
first one to 10 who wins this tournament. Dr. Pepper currently at 4 points. Pepsi is at two.
Oh, okay.
No, it's Dr. Pepper has a 2 point advantage. First one to 10 wins. Um, we're gonna see how it plays out, and then whoever loses against this has to go up against another soda, and whoever wins that goes up against the winner of this, and whoever finally wins the second round of this has to go up against the number one reigning supreme Coke.
Wow. Okay. I'm very curious to see how this plays out. Has anyone
Yes.
ever decided to like just die instead?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
so,
I think I would be, but I'll play the game.
yeah. Okay. And if you want to stay and just follow along how our bracket is doing, you can go back to episode 40, 30, maybe 60, 50, somewhere around there is when we started the first bracket. We're on to second one, then the third, back to second, back to first. So we're gonna see how it plays out.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I might, yeah. I'll leave my answer. Although I think I would opt for like finding a different source of
Yeah.
sustenance. But
Yeah.
okay.
Well, it was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too, Leo. Thanks so much for the conversation. I really enjoyed this time together.
Of course. Well, until next time, guys. Bye.